Now this is in fact a time machine, a time chair. It travels back and forth through time. If you ever watched the movie Lucy and she was traveling back and forth through time with a time chair, that's what this is. Supposedly this chair was built with the help of the Philadelphia experiment and the Montauk Project. But what I recently found out was they found this chair on the moon when the astronauts landed on the moon, and they brought it back and all the technologies back here to Earth, and then covered it all up by making it seem like Albert Einstein had indeed built this device. But this device is actually alien, and it's actually from the moon, and it is a time chair. It's a time traveling device. There are several ways to time travel, through portals in the air, and by trains and by spaceships. My entire life I didn't believe in time travel until I was about 5 or 6, maybe 7 years old, and I encountered somebody on a military base that was standing in front of some generators, and he looked like me from the future or something like that, real old. He kind of looked Korean or Asian or something, and I walked up to him and I saw him working in the field, and there were all these generators or whatnot around. And then I came back the next day and everything was gone. So I presumed that he was a time traveler, or he was building some sort of underground tunnel on this military base. And this was a United States Naval base out there in Bangor, Washington. I assumed that he was building maybe some underground tunnel, because I know the government is building underground tunnels underneath the whole United States of America in order to get to wherever they want within minimum amounts of time. And I know they use time machines or time trains in order to travel real fast. But recently I found out that these time travelers were going back and forth in time, and they were taking money, and they were changing history, and kidnapping kids, and changing family trees, and just changing our overall history by the use of time machine, which was a great evil. And they talked about it in prophecies, and many prophets spoke about time travel and how it was a great evil, and how too many people would neglect the whole idea of time travel, when in fact time travel is a real reality, and it is all around us. And now that they have this VR, you have these people that wear these VR helmets, and they can use these helmets to in fact travel back and forth through time, because they have figured out the mysteries of the earth and found out that the earth is not exactly what we thought it was, and that life is something like a simulation. So they can manipulate the fabrics of time with the help of the simulation. And so now what we have is a bunch of people using VR helmets traveling back and forth through time as well. They not just jumping through portals and